Hello and a warm welcome to the Tamil Nadu Brief. I'm Sam Daniel. The headlines first. Cold war between PMK Founder Ramadoss and his son Anbumani turning nasty. Ramadoss alleges Anbumani forged alliance with the BJP without his knowledge. Says the former union minister is breaking down the party. Anbumani maintains silence. DMDK Chief Premalatha demands one seat from ally AIADMK. Urges the Dravidian party to honor the 2024 deal. And ahead of the World Multiple Sclerosis Day, know about this disease that cripples the young. On early symptoms, treatment and support available. The Cold War between PMK founder Dr. Ramadoss and his son Anbumani Ramadoss is turning nasty. Today, the veteran leader said his son, former union minister, lacks leadership and that he is breaking the party down. While he wanted an alliance with the AIADMK ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the senior today alleged that his son had secretly signed or sealed a deal with the BJP without his knowledge. Trouble began a few months ago when Ramadoss stripped Anbumani from his position as the party chief, party president, and announced himself to be both the founder and the president. This after Anbumani opposed Ramadoss appointing his grandson Mukundan as the youth wing secretary of the PMK. In fact, Anbumani had walked out of the general council in a huff. Sources say Ramadoss was miffed that the district secretary's meeting he had convened had poor attendance, allegedly under pressure from Anbumani. The party, after a long phase of poll defeats, had won a few seats in the 2021 assembly elections. And this comes close to the 2026 assembly elections, while other parties are consolidating their positions. Anbumani Ramadoss has so far chosen to maintain his silence, and his nephew Mukundan has reportedly resigned from the position he held. This is what Ramadoss had said this morning.
பிஜேபியோட கூட்டணின்ற ஏற்பாட்டை அண்ணாமலையா ஆமாம் அண்ணாமலையோடலாம் பேசி எல்லாம் மறுநாள் காலையில் பார்த்தா அவங்க வெளியில் பாரத் மாதாக்கு ஜேன்னு ஒரு கோஷம் அங்கே கேட்குது. அண்ணாமலை வந்துட்டார். காலையில் பெரிய சாப்பாடு எல்லாம் விருந்து காலையில் நடக்குது. எனக்கு தெரியாமல் நடக்குது. இப்போ அதிமுக கூட்டணி போயிருந்தால் நாங்கள் ஒரு 3 இடம், நாங்கள் குறைஞ்சது 3 இடம் ஜெயிச்சிருப்போம். அவங்க ஒரு 6-7 இடம் ஜெயிச்சிருப்பாங்க அதிமுக. எங்களுக்கு சின்னம் கிடைச்சிருக்கும். அவங்க 6-7 இடத்துக்கு மேலே ஜெயிச்சிருப்பாங்க. ஏன்னா இது நேச்சுரல் அலையன்ஸ். அதிமுக பாட்டாளி மக்கள் கட்சின்றது ஒரு இயற்கையான கூட்டணி. அந்த காலத்தில் இருந்து நேச்சுரல் அலையன்ஸ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
Even as the AIADMK is deciding on its 2 candidates for Rajya Sabha, its ally, late actor Vijayakant's DMDK, is demanding 1 seat. The party chief Premalatha claims that AIADMK had promised them 1 seat as they signed a deal with them just before the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, and that it's the AIADMK's responsibility now to honor that deal. The AIADMK has not responded this time so far, but a few months ago, EPS, the party chief, had said no such agreement was made with DMDK and there is no such written deal as well between both these parties. In 2024, the AIADMK alliance had drawn a blank. The ruling DMK has already announced its 3 candidates and has given one of its seats to its ally, MNM, Kamal Hassan's Makkal Needhi Mayyam. And finally, 30th of May is observed as the World Multiple Sclerosis Day, a disease that affects the central nervous system, causing devastating disabilities among the young people in particular. I spoke to Ann Gonsalves, the founding member of the Multiple Sclerosis Society of India's Chennai chapter, on the symptoms, impact, treatment available, and support for those affected by this disease called MS. May 30th is observed as the World Multiple Sclerosis Day. Joining us now, Ann Gonsalves, the founding member of the MS Society of India, Chennai chapter. And thank you very much for your time. For a common person to understand, what is MS?
Multiple sclerosis is a disease of the central nervous system, affecting its functioning repeatedly and unexpectedly, resulting in devastating disabilities to young people in the prime of their lives. Hence, it is also called the crippler of the young adult.
How does it affect in one's day-to-day life, this condition?
Multiple sclerosis has various types of disabilities, leading to from total paralysis to blurring of vision, loss of sight, imbalance, walking, etc. All these affect people, particularly more women, since MS is said to affect more women than men, affects women in the day-to-day functioning in their very home life.
Any early symptoms or manifestation?
See, MS can start off with so many symptoms. No two MS persons are alike in their diagnosis or in their treatment. MS can start off with normally optic neuritis, which is blurring of vision, can have slurring of speech, can have imbalance, it can have numbness, tingling, bowel, bladder incontinence, pain. It is said to have 41 invisible symptoms.
Can it be cured?
MS has no known cause, hence no known cure. 150 years of research have gone into it worldwide, but till today there is no cure. It is said to be autoimmune. So hence, you can stem the progression with the present disease-modifying therapies, but it cannot be cured.
So the treatment tries to stem the progression?
Yes, the treatment tries to stem the progression and tries to give you back a quality of life from being able to walk better or being able to walk with a walker or being able to walk perfectly well. There are many people who look very, very fine to look at, but inside their bladder or bowels may be churning. What's happening in cannot be seen, hence they said to have invisible symptoms.
Stigma is a big challenge.
Yes, stigma in India particularly, stigma is a big challenge. It affects people, more women than men, in the age group of they say 14 to 40. But then at the age of 18, 19, 20, the parents are looking for looking at spouses for young girls of marriageable age. Nobody wants to admit that MS is there. So it is a stigma. Nobody comes out in the open saying they have MS.
You're aiming to raise awareness.
Yeah. The main purpose of MS being celebrated every year on May 30th is to raise awareness of MS, particularly in India, so that people need not be afraid to admit that they have somebody with MS in their family, because today MS can be managed if caught in its early stages.
Tell me about estimates in India, Ann.
According to records, there are supposed to be 2 lakh MS persons in India, but in the books of the Multiple Sclerosis Society of India, there are hardly 10,000. Hence the need to create awareness that there's an organization that is there to support people with multiple sclerosis.
And how expensive is this treatment? What kind of a support you offer?
Well, the Multiple Sclerosis of India Chennai chapter, which is one of the 9 chapters in India, from day one, once an MS person comes into our fold, it's a lifelong relationship. From medicines, doctor's consultations, MRI, scans, mobility aids, physiotherapy, psychotherapy. We have a fatigue management program. We have a brain lab. meditation, yoga, whatever we can do to give a better quality of life to an MS person, we are there to do it.
And how expensive?
Medicines can range from 2,000 rupees to 1,65,000 an injection. As you know, physiotherapy today is the need of the hour and it's costly. So our budget per month virtually is from 3.5 to 4.5 lakhs.
Thank you so much, Ann, for your time. That was Ann Gonsalves from the Multiple Sclerosis Society of India, Chennai chapter, talking to us about MS, its impact, and the need to raise awareness. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV. Well, that's all the time we have for on this edition of the Tamil Nadu Brief. Hope you liked it. See you tomorrow, same time. Goodbye.